Welcome back to Fill in the Gaps. I'm Egg, I'm your host, and with me is the winner of Best Geometric at the Perth Tattoo Expo for 2023, former Italian, now Australian, Pepe.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
No worries at all. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. We were just talking about burping on command, so...
Yeah, I can't do that. But not on command. The best.
So you can burp, just not on command.
Yes.
Awesome.
Really, really big ones. Loud ones.
Save that for the bonus episode. They have to pay to see that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because too many times guests have come on here and talked about how I need to start an OnlyFans for like my leg hairs and stuff. So maybe that joint with the burps.
Is it a market for like leg hair?
I don't know. I haven't looked into it.
We're actually like talking about this with Mark. About
Shout out to Mark from episode 3, 4, something. One of the episodes.
one of the episodes.
Episode 4, I think.
We're talking like to him about doing like OnlyFans for like feet.
That exists. I know that exists. Yeah.
And like feet with no toenails. Sorry, Mark.
I mean, that's just about me. My toenails aren't very long.
Okay.
But they are painted at the moment. Painted black.
Which colour? Black.
Yes.
Yep.
Sitting out in the sun having a coffee, and my lovely fiance decided to paint my toenails.
Black, good. I vibe it.
It's my nail polish as well. She stole it from me.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
And then
yep.
painted my toenails, and then commented on how pretty my feet are, and the fact that I have short toenails. So just had to out her like that quickly, since she's not here today. Just had to out her about the fact that she commented on my feet and painted my toenails.
I don't know. I don't like many feet. I have a hard time with feet.
Yeah.
They're pretty gross.
I'm not a big fan of feet, but I don't find them as disgusting as other people. So I find it funny making other people feel disgusted by feet.
Yeah.
Like if you comment on how disgusting feet are, I'll just like take my shoes and socks off and just like put them in your face or something.
Ugh.
So don't even think about saying how much you don't like feet, because they will come across this table.
I'll vom.
The dogs will come out.
I'll vom.
The painted black dogs. Absolutely. Fun. What a good start to this episode, hey?
Oh, yeah, like burps, feet.
Yeah.
Leg hair.
Everything.
Vomit.
Painted non-existent toenails.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
My jam.
That's our jam. That's our toe jam. Be sure to like, subscribe, rate, share the show, all that fun stuff. If you want to be on the podcast, then message me. Come on the podcast. I'd love to have you.
Come on the podcast. Don't be a bitch.
Yeah, don't be a bitch. Anyway, how's things been? Had a big day today, hey?
Great, yeah.
Yep.
4 people in.
4 people in, 4 people out, satisfied.
4 people out, yes.
Yes. You also, people see that one quite often because it's near the camera. Done by this one.
How long ago was that?
That was
Ages.
a while ago. Probably... So I got
4 years.
Got those ones filled in by another Elysian artist just after my 18th birthday. And then... Every
time you say your age, I swear to God, like, you make me feel so old.
Sorry. You're not old. I'm just a fetus.
I'm pretty old.
You're not old.
Fucking 30, man.
That's not old. That's not old. But yeah, so I got those done, I think, for my 18th birthday. And then I think you did the background either 6 months or 12 months later. So probably when I was about...
Which Elysian artist did the other ones?
Do you want to guess? I've told you before.
No, don't let me guess.
Wade.
Okay, yeah, Wade. Yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out, Wade.
Hi, Wade.
Yeah.
Love you.
So I think you would have done that about 2019, 2020. Probably 2019.
Wow.
You're at Primitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yep.
So, yes, if anyone wants geometric work, this is your woman. Also, Sun Spirit Tattoo, because we love her.
Oh, yeah.
We love her.
Hi, Sam.
Yeah. Hi,
You're
Sam.
the best.
She'll be on the podcast soon.
Yes.
As will Jake. But yes, this is your lady, your lovely lady for geometric stuff and good vibes. The whole of Elysian is for good vibes. Shout out Elysian. Amazing people.
Yes.
Decent artists, amazing. No,
Artists are okay, I guess.
Yeah. They're okay. Away from the tattoo stuff.
Yep.
I know that you're big into martial arts.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Just fought someone on the street and was like, hey, I'm pretty good at this. I should do it full time.
Oh yeah, but that wasn't the reason why I
Oh,
started.
okay, yeah. You still haven't apologised for beating the shit out of me that time on the street. That's all right. We'll move on.
Well, no, I started long time ago, about 7 years ago, after I had my baby, because I gained heaps of weight, and also like I got like really, my mental health was just so bad, like depression, anxiety, and all of that. And then I decided to do something about it one day because I was sick of the whole thing. And I was looking into boxing at the start, just boxing. And then, because honestly, like I didn't even like know about Muay Thai much.
Mm-hmm.
But then like looking at stuff, watching videos, and I saw Muay Thai and I saw that it was more like a full body thing. And I was like, oh, fitness wise might be a little bit better. And then one day I just went to a Muay Thai gym that was near my house. It was a small family owned Muay Thai gym. And I went there and I did like a trial lesson and fell in love with it like straight away. And I've been training since. Not much in the last like couple of months, to be honest, but I've been like
Dabbling in it.
7 years.
Yeah.
Solid and just love it.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And was it to try get that mental and physical health back on track? Is that why you started doing it?
So that was the main reason.
Mm-hmm.
And then and that helped so much. Like I remember I lost about like 25 kilos.
You're right.
Like in 10 months. And I was going like only like 3 times a week. But the training like is so intense and hard, and then like you have so much fun as well. So I recommend it to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And then like it was just like you just can't get enough of it.
Just get addicted to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, because I've wanted to do martial arts for a while. I tried boxing for a little bit. I used to do like pad work stuff at the gym.
Yep. Of boxing.
Yeah. But then I went to a sparring session, and won't mention the gym that I went to, but the boxing gym. But I went there and it was okay, but it was more just like being thrown into the deep end kind of thing, which isn't a great way to learn sparring.
Like going too hard?
Not going too hard, but like I'm not someone that's ever punched someone before or like been in that kind of like, here's a person in front of you, you got to defend yourself, you got to fight. I've only ever punched pads before. That's it. So when I got there, I was like expecting them to be like, okay, so like here's how you like block.
It's
this,
different.
Whatever. Like I've never had a hand thrown back at me kind of thing. So to just be thrown into the ring and they're like, okay, so it's just like 3 minutes of sparring. That's it. And then you get a rest. And then we'll like, you switch partners or whatever. And I'm like, bro, I don't know what to do if someone throws it. Like I know basic what to do, but fuck, I don't know the specifics.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sparring is a bit like that. Even like when I started training, I didn't spar for ages.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the beginning, it was maybe like a good year just of like, skipping, pad work and just drills and whatever.
Yeah.
And then one day I got thrown into sparring
Yeah.
like that. But the thing is, I've never practiced it before. And I remember just freezing. Like I just froze. Even if I had like 1 year of experience of, drills and pads and stuff, you think you know what you're doing. But when you do sparring, even if it's not like a real fight, you just...
It's so different.
Your technique goes out of the window.
Oh, yeah,
like,
because you just...
It's weird. And like, especially like for me, and also I think, I'm not making excuses, but I think anxiety plays a big role. As the minute you sense that you're...
in danger.
Opponent as well, like it's more experienced than you.
Yeah.
You always feel less than the other person,
and
that's enough like to freeze me completely.
And that was the other thing, is that I went in there and it was all these members of the gym. There was no one else that was like very new there or like trying to help me or anything. It was just, here's a guy in the gym, he must know how to fight kind of thing. Yeah. And at the time, like I've been like hitting the gym like a lot since then and everything. Like the gym's my thing. But at the time I was 17 years old, 18 years old, about 65 kilos,
Oh.
like just this tiny string
Baby.
bean. Yeah. And I was like going against these like 25-year-old guys that like love boxing, do it like 5 times a week and weigh like 80 something kilos.
Yeah.
So they're just like tagging me and shit, like not hard, but like, I don't know, it's startling. Like used to punching pads and getting used to like blocking a pad coming at your head.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it's this guy like throwing a jab at your body or something. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was tricky, but I do want to get back into it, like whether it's boxing or Muay Thai or
You
whatever.
should, and
but
you got to think like, you know, the experience you had as well. It's not necessarily like that everywhere you go.
Yeah.
You know,
that's it. And
again, like nerves play like a big part, even if it's just sparring, and even if it's just like, you know, friendly and with you know, people that you met before, but like, you know, ego and stuff.
Yeah.
Not everywhere like it's like that. There's a
Yeah.
lot of like really good places.
oh yeah, absolutely.
To train and,
Yeah,
and
and
have fun.
The place I got referred by my friend who did the pad work stuff at the normal gym that I went to, because he does, I don't want to get it wrong, but shout out to Darren.
Hi, Darren.
Yeah. I think he does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, something like
Nice.
that. He might have done kickboxing as well. I don't want to get it wrong, but he did
Yeah.
he did a couple of types of MMA, and yeah, he sent me to the boxing gym because he like we got along at the gym doing pad work and everything, became friends. But yeah, I don't know, like yeah, it wasn't a bad experience. I think it was just because I was so young, so small, so inexperienced, and just being thrown in the deep end. It's not how I wanted to learn, not how I expected to learn.
Yeah.
But now I think if I went into that same experience, I'd be more okay because I'm more grown up, I'm more confident, I'm stronger, all that stuff. So it'd be a little bit better. It's just time and situation. I was like, not for me. So yeah, I'll look into another MMA. I'll come to your gym.
Yeah, do.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I think you love it.
Yeah.
And again, like not all the time is done that way.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And that's nothing against the gym because, I mean, they're busy. I wasn't expecting them to cater for me privately or anything like that and be like,
Fight.
sir, please, we need to show you everything. Like, I don't know. It's just,
Yeah.
how young I was and everything. I was so young back in the day.
Baby.
Yeah, I was just a baby.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah, that's what happens. But yeah, so yeah, martial arts, and you fell into it after you had your child?
Yes.
Yes. So I know that you had some, I don't want to say problems because that sounds mean, but
Trauma.
that sounds so much better. Trauma. No.
Oh, don't we all have trauma?
You had an interesting birth story.
Yes.
Yes. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. I had gestational diabetes. So that means like it's diabetes, but it goes away after you have your baby.
Mm-hmm.
So with my gestational diabetes, what was happening, I was getting all the nutrients of the food I was having, and my baby wasn't growing enough. So I was turning into a potato, and my baby was not growing. So what happened is I got induced very early to have my baby at 38 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
which is, you know, just 2 weeks early, but still like your body isn't quite ready for it. So what happened is, you know, to induce you, they give you, you know, some like drugs and things like that. And it's pretty like painful process as well, which I wasn't expecting. But so what happened is they induce your labor. So your body isn't ready to go into labor. They give you stuff to get the body to have like this like fake labor,
Mm-hmm.
which is very painful. So that was already really traumatic. And then so I've done about 8 hours of that really intense labor and labor pain, and then asked for epidural. And what happened is the minute they gave me like this the epidural, which is an injection in, for like anyone who doesn't know that, is an injection at the bottom of your spine, which is
Injection at bottle. Yeah, cool.
which is really scary.
Mm-hmm.
So that had a reaction with the insulin that I was taking for the diabetes. And what happened, I had like a placenta abruption. That means your placenta separates from your uterus. So the placenta is what keeps your baby alive. It's what delivers the oxygen and the nutrients and everything.
Yeah.
So like massive like blood loss, and then because when you get induced, you're like attached to a monitor, so you see your baby heartbeat and everything, heartbeat going down, everyone freaks out.
Yeah, of course.
And then literally like in movies, like next minute, all this is happening. There's the midwives and nurses and doctors like running,
Yeah.
like dragging the bed where I was laying on,
Yeah,
to the surgery room. And what happened is, because they had to be really quick to get Stanley out, they had to give me a lot of drugs to make sure I was numb. So they gave me, so I had the epidural not long before, and then they gave me like a top up of that, and then they gave me some morphine as well, just in case.
Living life.
And then for the epidural, they made the bed where I was laying on a little bit like on an angle, so my head was a bit lower compared to my
body. Yep.
feet,
Yep.
so that the drug would sort of like travel up my body. And then the thing is that they left it like that, like they forgot that they left the bed like that,
As you do.
right? So
It's not their job or anything.
So I was awake through the whole thing. Okay.
Jesus.
You have like this kind of like curtain like in front of your face, and then they get Stanley out in like 10 minutes, super quick, and I could hear him crying and everything great. And then they walk towards me with the baby, and I go to grab him, but my arms were moving, like my hands were paralyzed, and then my chest was paralyzed, so I couldn't feel myself breathing, and then my mouth was paralyzed because they left that bed on an angle. The epidural drugs travel all the way up to my eyes, basically. So I was literally just brain
Jeez.
floating, and like I couldn't feel my body, I couldn't feel myself breathing, so I thought I was dead. Because when you don't feel yourself breathing, you think you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
And then obviously I started panicking, and someone noticed that I was panicking, and they said, you breathe in, this is like your oxygen level, it's all good. But then it was like 4 to 6 hours of seizures as well from like all the drugs that I had in my body.
Jesus.
And I couldn't move. Yeah, it was.
Were you like aware during the seizures, or
Oh,
was
yeah,
it like
like-
passing out? And
No,
stuff?
it was more like it was just body. Maybe I shouldn't call them like seizures. I don't know how to call them. Like I was conscious and everything, but my body was just like
Yeah.
getting like doing like all these
Yeah. Right.
involuntary
Pretty intense.
movements. Yeah.
Yeah. All that being said, still doesn't sound as bad as the man flu. Like, I mean, it sounds bad, but I mean,
Oh,
there's
bless
this
your
one time in winter, I just got like too cold one night, and then I woke up in the morning, man, my throat, like, you have no idea. You think that's bad? I needed an epidural.
Look, I do. I believe you.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, women don't understand
seen-
how bad the man
Yeah,
flu
I've
is.
seen my partner on the
Yeah,
flu. Don't
yeah,
worry. I know how bad that is.
Only kidding, of course. Yeah, that's intense. That's something.
Yeah. Yeah. So when they ask me, like, do you want another baby? And I'm like, no, thanks.
You're like, a regular style baby, or the one where I have seizures and,
And
think
fucking
I'm dead? Or,
placenta like
yeah.
coming off.
or did you mean the normal kind where everything goes perfectly?
Yeah, look, some people has, just pops them out like nothing. And, that's awesome. But, not for everyone is like that.
Yeah.
And even like after that, and that's I want to like, it's like mental health as well. After you go through like something like that, even if like your actual birth experience isn't necessarily like so dramatic, like the whole thing, like it's a very like lonely time for like women, and that's one of the reasons why like I just pushed myself to get into like martial arts as well, trying to do things with people, and and that was really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds crazy. Like,
It is.
I don't know, giving birth to one child sounds like, no offense, but living hell.
Oh yeah, it was.
And then like there's been this like TikTok this lady on TikTok that's been kind of going like semi-viral. I think she's Australian. Her and her partner are like announcing to all of their family and friends that they're having quadruplets, and they're like showing them the ultrasounds and stuff, and they're all like don't know how to react. And I'm like, that's cool, but like, can you imagine finding out that you're having 4?
No, I know. I
Like,
don't. I do not want to imagine that.
Like, please, I hope they're all healthy and happy and everything, but like 4, my God, that's rough.
I grew up. I have sisters that are twins,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember like my mom like going through that. And
Yeah, my dad's a twin, and I'm pretty sure from what I've been told, his mum went blind for like a week after having them.
what do you mean, like blind?
Yeah, like blind. That's what I've been told. Maybe she was just being dramatic and just had man flu, but like, yeah, that's what I got told. She went blind after
How
having
come?
them.
What
I don't
the-
know. It was the 60s, man. So, yeah, intense, eh? I wouldn't know what to do. I was like, this is kind of dark, but like I was talking to...
Do you think that's true?
No.
I don't think so. Hey.
No. I wouldn't trust him. I was talking to my partner the other day, and like, it's a little bit messed up because children in general frustrate us, like especially at the grocery store when they're being little shits and stuff, and the parents aren't doing anything about it. So
Yeah.
we find it very easy to talk shit about kids being dicks.
Shits. Yep.
As I'm sure
Don't
you're
worry, I
aware
do
of
that
being a
too.
mum. Yep.
I do that all
Good.
the time.
I can appreciate that. And we were talking about with that lady announcing that she has like quadruplets, and we're like, what do you reckon the limit is of like how many could not make it and you'd still kind of be okay with it? Like, like, is it quadruplets? Like, if you had quadruplets, like you haven't had a kid, you get pregnant, you get the ultrasound, and you've got quadruplets, and then you go for your next scan, and then like one of them's like died in the womb, like it's not going to make it. Like, how devastated would you be? Like, it's sad, obviously, but like I feel like that it gets to a point where it's like, there's still 3. It's still gonna fucking hurt like a bitch. And
Yeah,
I'm still
of
having
course.
to like raise 3 of these little shits. Like obviously, if you've got 1 and like it's like, oh my God. If it's 2, then it's like could have been twins. If it's 3, then it's like still having twins. And if it's 4,
Yeah,
it's like,
quadruplets. Yeah.
I feel like once it gets to quadruplets or beyond that, it's kind of like one's not gonna make it, and you're like, oh, thank fuck. Not to be dark or anything, but like,
Yeah.
I feel like it would get to a point.
It's pretty dark.
Yeah, yeah.
I get it though.
Like, even like that lady that had octuplets or whatever she
no,
had.
oh, like is that even a thing?
Like, come on, be honest. At that point, you found out you're having 8 babies, and they say one
Nah.
of them didn't make it. You're not going to be that heartbroken, are you?
I look. I don't think I would.
No.
I don't think I would. I don't even think like, does that even exist?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
You
Have you not watched The Simpsons?
Yes.
Apu's.
Oh yeah.
octuplets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's The Simpsons, man. It's not real
The
life.
Simpsons is real to me. Don't ruin this.
Shut up. I know someone that had twins twice.
That's rough.
Right, so you go through it once. Like twins is hard, you know. It's only 2. Like we've been like talking about 8,
Yeah.
but like 2, it's hard.
Mm.
And then like your next pregnancy, you go in like get an ultrasound. It's 2 again.
Mm. That's. I feel like at that point you got to stop. Like you can't try again because it's not going to end well. You're going to get. I was going to say disappointed, but maybe she wanted 2 more. I wouldn't. But yeah, I mean, yeah, me and my partner are kind of undecided on kids because we're still so young, so we've got ages to think
No,
about it.
wait.
But like, oh yeah, not anytime soon.
Trust me.
Absolutely not. But the thing that we're kind of a little bit wary of is that twins is meant to skip a generation. So my dad was a twin. Me and my brother aren't twins, so that means that either me or my brother, if we have kids, are likely to have twins.
Okay, so hang on. So like, if
Skips
my
a generation.
sisters are twins,
Then it's fine. So that means that she won't have twins,
okay,
but then their kids are likely to have twins
okay,
because it skips a generation. So it's like your sister, her kids, their kids.
all right,
Yeah, that's what I've heard anyway. That could be complete bullshit,
okay.
but yeah. But you didn't have twins, so you're all good. And your child is happy and healthy now?
Oh yes, yes, yeah, he's awesome.
Yes. Shout out to
Stanley.
Stanley. What a legend.
He's
Is he into art and stuff?
him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's actually really good at drawing, and stuff. Yeah, he is. His dad as well. He was tattoo artist for like many years. Not tattoo artist anymore, but yeah. So I think
Got it in the genetics.
yeah, definitely.
I wasn't so lucky with that. That's why I just get drawn on. I don't draw on people.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I'd rather do that.
Collecting.
Yeah. So obviously you're not originally from Australia.
Can you tell?
No, I can't tell.
full
So
of
back
shit.
to martial arts. So you're from Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Fratelli d'Italia. What can I say? 1 year of doing Italian at
You're
school.
pretty much half Italian now.
Yeah. Half? Oh, hold on. I got the other half.
Three quarters.
Sorry, hold on. I got the other half here. There we go. Now I'm full Italian.
Yes.
Citizenship. Sign me up. But yes, when did you move to Australia?
10 years ago.
And how did you find the transition? Was it a tough transition or was it
Yeah,
fairly
one of
smooth?
the hardest things I've done in my entire life. Yeah.
After, that's saying something after you just talked about how you thought you were dead after giving birth. So
Yes.
Yep.
But on it coming here was like up there.
There you go.
Firstly, because I came here out of necessity. Like I had to leave that place for variety of like reasons. Like I was really young as well. I was 19. And I had nothing to do over there. Like everything was getting like really depressing. I finished art school and I didn't know what to do with myself. And there was like a huge like economical crisis going on there. A lot of people unemployed and, you know, they're like, there wasn't anything to do like for the young ones as well. And I wanted to be an artist, like tattoo artist. Or like really like anything at the time. And then, you know, like I was hanging out with like not the nicest of the people as well. And I've found myself, you know, not fitting in as well. And I just had to get out of that. So I had my stepdad at the time coming here and I said to myself, you know what, like I'll go check it out. I had no intentions to stay at the time. And then after a week, like I came here and like after a week that I was here, I was like, I'm never going back. I just fell in love with this place straight away.
So now I'm full Italian, you're full Australian.
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
The hard part for me was like firstly like leaving everything behind, everything that you know.
Yeah, of course.
To go somewhere that, you know, you have no idea.
Know nothing about, yeah.
You know. And then I could not speak English at all.
It's come a long way.
Nothing.
Come a long
Literally
way.
nothing.
Mm.
And that was really hard because, like, you can't connect with with anyone and like make friends. And when I came here, like, I found like a job straight away as well, but you can't speak the language, so
That's
it's
tough, yeah.
it's
What
really
was the
sad.
job?
Tattoo artist,
That was the job that you found straight
Yeah.
away. Look at that.
right? And that was really hard because you need to speak to
Yeah,
people,
yeah, of course,
like
yeah.
you know. And yeah, it took quite like a long time to, you know, like learn the language for starters.
How did you go about learning the language? Did you get like a tutor or did you have like
It just
living?
I had to.
Yeah.
So just
watch shows or like videos or anything like that? Or?
One of the things that I was doing was like watching movies in English.
Yep.
With English subtitles,
Nice.
because when I don't know with other languages, but with Italian, when they put the subtitles, it's never like a
Direct translation.
yes. It's more like the concept.
Yeah.
whether like I needed to learn like the actual words and what they meant. So I was doing English language with English subtitles, and then maybe like sometimes using like Google Translate or like or maybe like asking someone. But like mostly I've learned English by just having to use it somehow and understand others. So
When you have to learn something, it's quite easy
it
to learn.
happens quick.
It's like we're talking about with like sparring and stuff. Like if you get thrown in there, you have to learn to
You have
defend
to do
yourself.
something.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
Same with speaking another language. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was probably like the hardest part.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, you've done well. You've adjusted
Thank
well.
you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And I was going to say, like, it's one thing to learn English. It's another thing to learn Australian. Like,
That's the other thing. Like I found really hard your slang.
yeah. Because, I mean, it's one thing to watch a movie and hear some American actors going, hello, my friend. How are you doing today? What are you up to? And then you come to Australia and it's, how you going? What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of an adjustment.
Yeah. But I've learned that pretty quick. As
Well
well.
done.
Yeah.
Do you have a favourite Aussie slang?
Don't know. Not really.
You got to have one.
I don't know.
Are there any that you don't get?
Well, there's many things that I don't get still these days.
Are there any that come to mind that I can try help you with?
Look, if you ask me, that's the thing with me. Like, you can't, like, if you ask me like anything that comes to mind like this, like my brain doesn't really work like
Do you know?
that.
Do you know what a servo is?
Yes.
So that's basic. Do you know what an esky is?
Yes.
See, you've got it all down pat. Do you know what it means when someone says we're not here to fuck spiders?
No, but like, we're not here to fuck around.
Almost. It's like obviously kind of thing. Like, we're going to the pub, want to get a drink. And it's like, well, we're not
here to fuck spiders. Yeah, I get
it's
it.
like
Yeah, I
obviously.
get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
See, you're doing all right. You're doing all right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Still trying to teach.
But there's still like a lot of like things like humor. Sometimes there are some things that do not make sense to me.
Aussie humour can just very easily. Yeah.
But like it would be like Italian humor. Like some things just make sense only if you know.
Yeah.
If that's your language. I think.
Yeah. Do you speak any other languages other than Italian? Or?
No, but a while ago I decided to learn Russian.
Learn Russian? Any reason behind it, or?
Yeah, I was watching Stranger Things.
I haven't watched it. Sorry, but
Why not?
don't
That's
know.
good.
Sci-fi is not really my thing
How do you know that?
because I've tried watching sci-fi things. And it's not my thing.
But it's not my thing either. That's it. Like it's not my. I don't watch that shit.
I like Black
Stranger
Mirror.
Things.
That's about as far as my
No,
sci-fi
see, like
knowledge
Black
goes.
Mirror, I liked it like for a few episodes and I got bored.
It's really good though. I'll send you a list of episodes to watch.
Okay, because you can watch them like individually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't relate to each other.
Yeah, but like Stranger Things. Did you try to watch it or
No.
you just see?
No.
Like, you can't do that.
That part of the reason.
Hun, no.
So I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn as fuck. And my brother, he loves sci-fi stuff. And he loved Stranger Things. And he told me to watch it. And me being told to watch something is like, nope, not doing it now. He's like, you have to watch it. And I was like, I actually don't though. And this was like when it first came out. And I was like, here's what I'm going to do. Once they stop making Stranger Things seasons, I'm going to wait 3 years and then I'll start watching Stranger Things.
No, you
And I'm
shouldn't do
too
that.
stubborn, so I've just stuck to it, and there is no other reason behind it other than that. Because I'm just a stubborn
But you
piece of shit.
Yeah, you're missing out though. I don't like sci-fi things either. I don't. But I watch that and I love it.
That good.
Anyway, Stranger Things, Russians, because there's Russians in it.
So that's why you wanted to learn Russian?
I just looked at the guys like speaking Russians and I thought that was hot. That's the reason like behind it. And then like I downloaded like Duolingo and I started like learning Russian. I've left it like for a while, but I'm gonna get back into it.
Is the Duolingo bird coming up on your phone constantly saying, fucking come back or I'll kill you?
No shit, man. Like, they send me email like every day, like where have you been?
Yeah.
What happened to you?
Come
Why you
back,
not doing the lesson?
Come back,
I'm like,
otherwise I'll
fuck
put poison in
off.
your coffee. And it's like, jeez, bro, I'm working. Settle. What the fuck? Yeah, no, I get you. because I had to learn German because I lived in Switzerland for 6 months.
Did you?
Yeah, and I had to use Rosetta Stone, and that was okay. But then, yeah, trying to learn like extra stuff on Duolingo, it's like, geez, settle down. I'm trying.
Yeah,
bro.
but it's a pretty good app though.
It's not bad.
Aside from the pestering and
I mean, it's free. Like it's
Right?
pretty good for a free app.
it's nice.
Because Rosetta Stone you have to pay for. So, well, yeah, at least you did. I'm not sure, but I also want to learn Spanish because one of my best friends, she lives in Mexico, so I kind
Okay.
of want to learn Spanish. But I know that Italian and Spanish are quite similar. Hey,
They are.
yeah. So
They are.
can you speak Spanish or understand Spanish? Or?
Yes, so I can't speak it except, like some words that you just remember and stuff. But I do understand quite a lot of it. Not
Yeah.
all of it. And especially when because they speak really fast as well. They're like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But if they speak slow, I can understand quite a bit of it.
Yeah.
Because some words are like almost identical.
Mm,
Yeah.
that makes it handy.
Mm.
Mm.
But yeah, I wouldn't say that I can speak or understand Spanish fully.
The Duolingo bird is so upset at you right now.
Look, if I grab my phone, there's probably like 2 or 3
Probably.
emails.
Probably. I think
Yeah.
they're like sending the FBI to my house right now because I haven't logged into the app for 6 years. They're coming for you. Got to come learn your Spanish again, buddy. But yeah, anyway, so moved from Italy to Australia, picked up job, learnt the language.
Yeah, best thing I've ever done.
Happy days.
I'll never go back.
Okay. And did you come straight to Perth from Italy?
Yes.
Yeah. Good.
Never been, well, no, I've been, other places, but never like lived anywhere else in Australia.
Yeah. Where else have you been?
Like traveling,
Yeah. Like, have you been Eastern States?
I've been, just to Melbourne. And then like I've traveled like in Europe a little bit.
I love Melbourne. Partly because I'm massive about footy.
A lot of people says that like it's got a bit of a European vibe. I didn't find that.
I don't think so.
I don't think so at all.
No.
If you've been to Europe or like lived in Europe, you definitely.
Yeah.
A lot of people says, "Oh, Melbourne is so European."
I think Melbourne
know, hun.
Melbourne is closer to being European than Perth is, but I think most things are closer to being European than Perth is.
Well, yeah.
So I think there's that, but I don't think Melbourne's very European
No,
at
it's
all.
not.
But I love Melbourne. I wouldn't want to live there, I don't think, just
I
because
don't think so.
I like the weather in Perth and everything.
Yeah.
It's nice, isolated from everything, which can be good, can be bad. But I like Melbourne to go there for a trip every now and then with my dad to watch the footy, because we love AFL, Aussie rules, and just go there and watch a whole weekend worth of footy. It's nice, but to live there, I'm not sure. Not sure.
I wouldn't.
No.
I don't know. It's not for me. But I had fun. It was nice.
Whereabouts in Italy are you from? I was going to ask you that.
Florence. The best.
I'm not great with where cities are. I know of Florence. I don't know where it is.
In the middle.
Gotcha.
You
Okay.
know, Italy is like a
Yeah.
boot. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the middle.
Because when I did my Euro tour, I went to Venice.
Yep. That's where my partner's from.
No offense to your partner, wasn't the biggest fan.
Venice is boring.
I
It's
found it.
beautiful, but honestly, like
I found it too
boring.
touristy.
I'll be everywhere. Like, have you been to other places in Italy?
No.
That's the thing. Like, everywhere in Italy can be pretty touristy. It depends. I think it depends who you go to Italy with.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, there was some cities I went to where it was like it's touristy, like it's put on for tourists and stuff, but like it's still a real city. Venice just felt like it's like, hey, come look at this, come look at this, look at this, look how amazing this is, all for the tourist. That's just kind
Yeah.
of the vibe that I got. So it wasn't bad. It wasn't my favorite.
I think Venice, I've been to Venice many times. I think Venice is pretty.
Oh, it's very pretty.
Yeah. But a lot of the like places you go like inside the city, except, like the big like squares like San Marco, like things like that, they all look almost exactly the same. Like, and you feel like you're just like walking in circle.
Yeah.
For like the whole day. And I found it like very boring.
Fair enough.
Pretty beautiful, but a bit boring.
Bit boring. Yeah. I think another reason that I'm a little bit salty towards Venice is because I went on a gondola. That's what they're called, right?
Yeah, gondola.
My gondola driver, is that what they're called? What are they called? The person that rode
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Driver? I
yeah.
don't know.
Drive. Yeah. Yep.
He was a dick.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Major dick.
Classic.
Like, I couldn't believe it. I
Yeah.
was like, is this what we're doing here? I don't like this. The fuck? What's this about? What's the attitude come from? You don't even know us.
Was he
Like,
looking at your girlfriend?
I didn't have a girlfriend at the
Oh,
time.
Because they
No.
do.
No. I was on a boat with, I think, one other guy and 3 girls, or 2 girls and
Yeah.
one other guy, because I went like as part of an exchange, so there was like a bunch of us from different countries all traveling around Europe for like
Yeah.
20 days or something. So yeah, I think there was like 3 other Aussies on the boat with us, but I don't know, like he kept complaining about us like moving on the boat even though we weren't moving, or like someone sitting on one side and then and it's like, bro, like what the fuck? Yeah, just
Was he Italian?
yes.
Okay, that sounds about right. Complaining all the time about shit.
Yeah.
Typical.
Hey, you get off my fucking gondola, huh? Well, that started
Yup.
turned like New York or something, but yeah, that's right. You get the idea.
Yeah.
You get the idea. Love Italians.
Do ya?
I was going to say something, but it makes me sound very uncultured. I was going to say not a big fan of like traditional Italian pizzas.
What? No, I'm joking. Like what?
So
What do you mean by traditional Italian pizza?
So when I was in Italy and I
Okay.
tried their pizza, very nice. I can't remember what I had, but very nice.
Mm.
In Perth, though, I've been to traditional Italian restaurants where they do
Pizza.
Italian pizzas.
Mm.
We ordered one that sounded good, and they cracked a fucking egg right in the middle of it. Didn't like spread it out or anything. Then just put chunks of potato on it and stuff. And I was like,
No, see,
"What the fuck is going on here?" So if that's what Italian
No.
pizzas are, then
No.
give me the greasy cheese
No.
and sauce.
Where the fuck have you been?
Don't know, bro. Mount Lawley,
I
I think
mean-
it was.
There's some places where they do the cracked egg and stuff in Italy, and it's, I wouldn't call it like traditional. So the only traditional thing about the pizza is just the dough,
Okay.
and
Good to
then
know.
the flavors are, they're pretty like basic, simple, like flavors, not like cracked eggs or like fucking roast potatoes on it. But the only 2 things that you need to know about traditional Italian pizza is just the pizza base, which is Napoli style one, which is, the edge of the pizza is really like thick with like a lot of air bubbles and stuff. Or the other type, which is like spread more across all Italy, and it's like more thin and crispy.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's it.
Just so we're clear, wasn't at all shitting on Italian food. I'm just saying it caught me by surprise. I still finished the whole pizza.
Yeah, you
like,
shouldn't, because I'll fucking stab you over it.
Yeah, fair enough. I eat anything and everything. Like,
But cracked egg, like roast potatoes,
it was just
it's
odd.
not a thing.
Like, it didn't say that anywhere on the description of the pizza either. Like, it just came out and that's what was on it. And I was
I'll
like,
just crack an egg on it.
I still ate the whole thing. Like, I don't care. It was very yummy.
Did
but
you feel attacked because your name is Egg?
Yeah. I was like, cannibalism? One of my own? Yeah. No, it hurt, but I can't remember what the situation was that I ate it, to be honest. It was a long time ago. Yeah. Back in the 90s. Just kidding, I wasn't alive in the 90s.
I know, because you're a baby.
I'm just a baby. But yeah. So then you moved to Perth, hey? And
I did.
lived happily ever after with your partner.
Yeah.
And your few pets.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a few pets. They
A
were
bird and a cat.
Yes.
Best friends.
The cat was very friendly with me when I came over.
Guido.
Yeah.
Yeah, Guido's the cat and Tuco is the bird.
Yeah. The bird didn't say a lot to me while I was there, but
No, it gets pretty shy when people is around, but
Mm.
it's talking a lot. It
bring him
says-
on the podcast sometime.
Yeah, it's not allowed to come out of the cage yet.
Yet? How long have you had him?
It's turning 1 in 2 weeks.
Oh, he's just a baby.
But when I got him from this crazy bird lady. Like the crazy cat lady from The Simpsons? Same up with birds.
Oh, so you got it from my partner? No. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Yeah.
But when I got him, he was in this small house amongst, like, this person had about 70, like 70 birds in her kitchen, a kitchen living room, I guess I'll call it. And, like, in total, she said, like, with the backyard and stuff, about 200 birds on the property.
Why do you need that many birds?
That's like things weren't looking like very like healthy and
Unhygienic.
and normal there. I think she was a bit of a hoarder or something.
Sounds like it. Hoarding birds. She didn't even
I think
actually
she
buy
was-
any of the
but
birds.
the thing, like, we walked in there and there was like bird shit everywhere.
As there would be with 200 birds.
And like birds like flying over our heads, and it's chaos. And Tuco was in this little cage with like no toys and no space, no room.
Poor little dude.
But the thing is, when I contacted this person, that's like, always do your research when you do things, when you go, like, get a pet somewhere. But this person said that Tuco was tamed, like hand raised.
Mm.
That means that, the bird should be used to like human hands. But when I saw him, like even when I went there just to have a look at him, like he was super traumatized and like super scared of hands. The thing is that when I rocked up there and I saw the environment he was living in, I knew that it would have been hard work to try and to get him like comfortable with hands and stuff, but I just couldn't leave him there.
Is he more comfortable now?
Yes, so what I did, so I took him home and I realized how actually terrified he was of hands and humans in general.
Mm-hmm.
I found these people, they're like trainers for like parrots, like you do with puppies, but for birds.
Yeah.
And they're really, really good. Like they come to your house, you pay for the session and everything. You tell them, how old is the bird and, what the issue is. And they come to your house and they tell you, what to do and how to get the bird to like learn to love you, basically.
Yeah.
And so we went from, I've had him like I got him when he was like 8 weeks. And we went from, I couldn't even like feed him or like walk past the cage without giving him like a heart attack from how scared he was, to now I open the cage, put my hands in, he will come to my hands, eat the treats, talk to me, and,
He's come a long way.
yeah.
Very proud of
Slowly, yeah. It's a long process. You got to be very patient because you need to get a bird, which is a prey in nature as well, to trust you.
Yeah, because
It's not easy, but it's so rewarding.
my partner had pink and grey galah,
All of
and
them.
she rescued him.
Yeah.
Like I think he was on the side of the road or something like that.
Oh, really?
Or like in a drain or something like that. And yeah, she rescued him, and he was like super traumatized and everything, obviously, and took
Yeah.
years and years and years, and they were like best friends. And such a good boy. He'd like come out. He couldn't fly properly, so they just like, let him walk around and
Yeah.
whatnot. And such a good boy. And yeah, he like got along with me and everything. He
It's
loved.
the best thing when you start seeing them, like giving you a little bit of trust,
Yep.
and more. It's so beautiful.
And then yeah, unfortunately on Christmas Day he was in a grumpy mood, and I was up on site working FIFO, and yeah, she called me because her mum let him out of the cage and he decided he wanted to fly.
Oh,
So he took off across the road, and he was just like up in a tree. They could see him, but they just couldn't get to him. And then when I
no.
came home like a week later, I was like out every night looking for him. And if anyone watched the news that night, I don't know what night it was, but I was on the news because we called the fireys like in a non-emergency fashion without, I don't know how we did that, but because I was just walking and it was getting dark, and this was like the fourth night in a row I was looking for him, and I just had my phone flashlight and I looked straight up in this tree like just as I was about to head home, and I just saw a pink and grey just looking at me, and I was like, that's him. And I started talking to him and he was looking at me and everything. I was like, that's 100% him. So I climbed the tree, got right to the top. I was like holding a branch by one hand, like doing that. And he grabbed onto my hand, but then I couldn't like let go because then I would have fallen out of the tree. And anytime I got close to him, he just kept like stepping a bit further away. So we called the fireys, and they were just like putting the ladder up there, and it just scared him. So never got him back, but he's still alive in our hearts. Little
Yeah,
Frankie,
of course.
little Frankie Sinatra.
Frankie.
Frankie Sinatra.
My cat's name was Frank.
There you go.
My gender changed.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get to
My trans
because
cat.
like I've had some. How do I put this? When we did our consult, you said a lot of very interesting things. I was like, this is going to be great for the podcast. One thing I didn't write down that you mentioned as I was leaving your house after the consult was, oh, I had another cat, but yeah, he had a gender change and I had to get rid of him.
No, I didn't have to get rid of him. No.
You had to give him up.
Yes. Okay. So I didn't have to get So you had
It's a pretty wild story.
Yes. So my beautiful cat Frank, he had this health issue. So basically, they say like that he was getting blocked in his bladder by crystals. So basically, his pee was turning into actual crystals.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened is these crystals will like literally block him up. So he wouldn't pass the pee, and his bladder will, fill up, get inflamed, and get, actually like literally shredded by this crystal. Like it was like filling up with blood and stuff. So what you do, you take him to the vet, they unblock him, and they see how he goes. The thing that the problem with him is that this thing was like chronic, so it will keep happening. So they did like the unblocking thing maybe like about 3 or 4 times until basically the inside of his genitals were completely like shredded and there was nothing else that could be done. So the first thing that they said to me was like, you have to put him to sleep because he was in a lot of pain.
Mm-hmm.
So I was obviously devastated. And then they got back to me again saying there's another option.
We can put an epidural in his back, lift him up slightly, and he'll just be paralyzed for the rest of his life.
And he'll be fine. No, so they got back to me saying there's another option. Is like more like experimental. It's a surgery. They said is very expensive. It will be like it would have been like thousands, like something that I wouldn't have like been able to afford. But they said you can surrender the cat, so that means you basically leave him with them, and then someone else will adopt him.
Mm-hmm.
So they said you can surrender Frank, and they said one of the nurses is happy to adopt him, after we've done this surgery. And this surgery is basically a sex change.
So you have a trans cat.
Surgery. So basically when they made this vagina for him, so they just needed like a big hole to pass the crystals through so it wouldn't get blocked.
So
So
they had to give the pussy a pussy.
Yes, they did. So because I didn't want to put him to sleep, I agreed to this, and he's alive and well, living with the vet nurse. She's
alive and well.
Well, we have to be careful with pronouns.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, his name is Francine now. They changed
Her name is Francine.
Her name is
Yes,
Francine.
yes.
Fuck, I get confused.
Yeah.
But yeah, she is alive and well.
And she is a proud trans cat.
Yep.
That's wild.
Yeah, right?
That is wild. Do you still keep in contact with the owner?
Not really. No.
So you just
No.
don't care about Francine?
No, I do hear
Is it
about
because of the sex
Francine.
change thing? Be honest.
No.
It's because of the sex change thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm so homophobic.
Transphobic is the word.
Fuck.
Offending a whole bunch of people
I
here.
know, right?
Unbelievable.
Fucking.
It's a cat. It's a cat. It's
We talked about like dying twins and.
no. Twins would be horrific.
Okay.
I said if it was more than 4 and one of
Yeah.
them died,
So
it would
multiple babies.
it would suck, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in
Getting
the
all
world.
pronounced like
Yeah.
wrong.
Well.
Oh yeah, Francine is alive and well.
Happy to hear that for Francine.
Yeah. And then I got Guido, which is the other cat after Frank.
Lovely little baby.
Yeah. And he's a little bit special as well.
But we love him.
Yeah, of course.
See? I knew it. You love him because he's not trans.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah. No, he was very friendly with me.
Yeah, like I'm not actually, I don't think that he's aware to be a cat. He doesn't really do cat things.
That's most cats. Most cats act like
No,
dogs.
but he's been next level not doing cat things. I think like he had when he was a kitten, he was wobbling. He would just like stare like in one sponge, just like wobble. And my partner was like, I think there's something wrong with the cat.
That's the first thought, not let's go get him checked out. It's just
I think there's something wrong with the cat. So I got him checked out and they said like that he might have like a mild version of cerebellar hypoplasia, which is wobbly cat syndrome.
wobbly cat syndrome.
It's called wobbly cat syndrome because they wobble, and they did like they check like the reflexes of the cat, and like one side of his body doesn't really have like really functioning reflexes. That's why I said like he doesn't really do like cat things. Like he always, I don't know,
does other things.
does other things.
Does his own thing.
Yeah,
But we still love him,
yeah, of course,
of course. And he's alive and well too.
because he's not trans.
Anyway, we'll wrap it up.
Yep.
Because I know you want to get the fuck out of here.
Not necessarily.
Aw, thanks. I appreciate it. We'll just run with that you love being here.
I do.
Aw. Come on anytime. Rapid fire questions that are never very rapid.
Okay.
First question. If you could be anyone for a day, who would you want to be?
Do you know, I thought about this question the whole day. And like I was walking in the studio and I'd be like, who the fuck?
Because
would I-
because you
But you know
this is the
why?
first time you've ever heard this question, of course.
I don't know. Maybe not.
I didn't send this question to you earlier today or anything. No, never.
Oh, no, never. No.
No.
Of course not. But anyway. Thing is, I don't think this question is specific enough.
Okay. How would you like it to be more specific?
Does it have to be like, can it be like a movie character?
Yes.
Okay.
It can be anyone from any time period of any point in their life, and you get
Could
to
be
have
anything.
Yep.
Okay.
Any person.
Any person.
Yes. Any person / character. You can't say I would want to be my fridge,
Okay, of course.
but you can say I want to be Scooby Doo, for example.
No, I would like to be Meredith Grey.
I have no idea who that is.
Grey's Anatomy.
I haven't watched it. Sorry.
Look, I
See,
said
anyone that's thinking about coming on this podcast, please be aware of the fact, I've done enough episodes at this point, that I don't watch movies and TV shows. People come on here, start referencing shit.
what do you mean you don't? What
I don't watch shit. I just watch the same 3 shows over and over again.
the fuck do you do like with your life?
Gym.
That's it.
Gym, this, and work. So I can appreciate Grey's Anatomy. I will say that I might watch it, but I'm
No,
probably not
the
going
thing
to.
is, I don't think enough people appreciate that. Like I've done 19 seasons of it.
19 seasons?
19 seasons of it.
Must be pretty good.
Yeah, like thing
Better
is,
than Stranger Things?
it's just different. Like
No, but what's better?
thing is that like in Stranger Things, they're all like little kids and stuff. In Grey's Anatomy, everyone's like fucking smoking hot, like boys.
Are they Russian
girls,
as well?
Is there Russians? No, there's no Russians.
If you had
in
to
it.
think about it, then there's not, because you would know straight away if there were Russians.
It's 19 seasons. Like, let me think. Like, you know.
Wait, hold on.
But anyway, I
Season
want to
1,
be.
Episode 1. Season 1, Episode 2. Season 1, Episode... Oh. No.
I would like to be Meredith Grey because
Main character, I'm assuming.
She's the main character.
Yeah, because Grey's Anatomy. Yep.
She is very good looking. She's a surgeon, so she's super smart, saving lives. Love that.
What's her name? Meredith Grey.
Meredith Grey.
Keep going.
Well, she's pretty old now, so you gotta look at the pictures when she's
From on the show.
Yeah, from maybe like the beginning of the show, because by the end of it, she's like fucking like 50 or something.
But you would want to be her what?
Because she's good looking, she's smart, she's a surgeon, so she's saving lives. Love that, you know. And then
Ellen Pompeo?
Yes, she is fucking Derek Shepherd, you know, her husband, and he is like, who's watched Grey's Anatomy knows how fucking like, how
Sexy?
yeah, sexy like doesn't give it justice. I think it's just he's everything,
Oh.
you know.
I'll have to look him up as well. She's alright. She's not bad.
And, you know, and she's like a strong lady. She's got, like, you know, a lot of trauma. And I'm like, yeah, cool.
That's what we look for in a woman
nothing
right
new,
there.
because, like, you know, I was thinking about, oh, Meredith Grey, yeah, but, like, she's got, you know, a lot of trauma. And I'm like, yeah, cool, fine.
Same girl.
Same is. Twinnies. But, yeah. Yeah,
So
Meredith
it's
Grey.
that case of I don't know if I want to be her or be with her. So you'd rather just be her for a day.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you want to be the actress or would you want to be
No,
her, the character?
the character.
Okay.
Because I want to do, like, surgeries and shit, you know,
Fair
like,
enough.
'cause that's cool.
Fair enough.
You know, I think, like, honestly, after 19 seasons, I could probably do one.
You reckon?
Surgery, yeah.
Next time I
okay.
need a surgery, I'll give you a call.
I say hematoma instead of bruise now.
Look out. Clearly, I haven't seen Grey's Anatomy. Because
You
I still
haven't?
call them ouchies.
Like, watch it. No, you don't watch TV shows.
What's it on? What streaming platform?
Disney Plus.
I don't think I have Disney.
Bad.
Sorry. Maybe I'll get it just to watch Grey's Anatomy.
You should.
Maybe. I'll think about it.
It's like drama and like non-stop. You never get
I'm not
sick
big
of
into
it.
drama.
But,
I find it cringy.
well, you don't like to like bitch about stuff, and
Not really.
I don't believe it.
I like to hear other people bitch about stuff. I like to hear the tea.
Yeah, that's watching Grey's Anatomy. You know.
I'll think about it.
Yeah,
I'll
think about
consider
it. Yeah.
Second question. Who has been your biggest influence to get into art or being in art?
My granddad. He it wasn't like necessarily like a fully like dedicated to art in general, but he was super crafty, as in, like, I remember him being literally like 24/7 in his garage and building stuff or like painting stuff or, you know, making things out of,
Always doing something, yeah.
always doing something. And he was like painting, and he would just push me to like be just creative with anything.
From a very young age or
Oh,
kind of as you got older?
I lost him when I was 9,
Okay, so quite young, yeah.
quite young, yeah. And also, can it be someone else as well? Or only one person?
No, that's it. No, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Who else?
I've done, when I've done high school, I've done art school in Florence, and all the teachers that I had there, they are all artists that have gone to that school as well when they were like young, and they were like amazing and really like, it wasn't like hard to get passionate about anything like with them. So they've been like a huge influence.
Did either of them influence you to do the style of tattooing you do, or was that something completely different that happened?
Yeah, well, in a way, not necessarily. I was very passionate about, when I was doing art school, about photography, and there's a lot of like geometry involved with photography, and, you know, light and the angles of light, and I've always like loved like geometry in general, and mandalas and like spiritual things, and that's I think more of the influence with my style of tattooing. But yeah, like art in general, school and my granddad.
Yeah.
For sure.
Nice. And last question, you might have already answered this somewhere along the line, so we can change it up a little bit if you have already. But what's your go-to comfort TV show? I'm assuming it's either Grey's Anatomy or Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, Grey's Anatomy. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite movie of all time?
That's so many movies.
Gotta pick one.
Oh, how
You're
can I pick
stuck.
one?
You're stuck on a deserted island with a TV for some reason that has connection, and you have one movie.
Fight Club.
Fight Club. Tell me about Fight Club.
I can't.
Oh, she knows her stuff. I haven't seen it. Another one that I haven't seen.
I'll never get sick of watching, like, of the look of Brad Pitt and Edward Norton, like, over and over again.
I feel like all of your favorite shows and favorite movies are just all about having hot characters.
Yeah.
I feel like you're not watching the plot.
I am, but, you know.
Tell me one other character in Fight Club.
There's Jared Leto in it.
Tell me.
Blonde, the one that gets, like, his face really fucked up.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen what?
Fight Club.
Fuck off. Really?
Yeah, sorry. I was going to watch it the other day, actually, but it was already like 10 o'clock at night and it goes for 2 hours, so we didn't watch it. Sorry. I know the first rule of Fight Club.
Oh, do ya?
Yeah, but that's about as
Thank
far.
God. Can you watch it, please?
I'll think about it.
Come on.
I'll consider it. Okay, Stranger Things, Grey's Anatomy, Fight Club. Which one, if I had to watch one, which one are you recommending that I watch? Put you on the spot.
Well, Fight Club. It's all time.
I'll consider it. Maybe this weekend after the footy's finished.
Yeah, you can't, you have to, you can't get someone to ask you, like, have you watched, like, Fight Club, and you have to say no. That's not a good look. Just saying.
But then maybe you're just following the first rule of Fight Club.
Yeah, maybe you are.
There's that.
And that means that you know your shit.
Maybe I have seen it. Maybe I'm just following the first rule of Fight Club. See? Big brain. No, I actually haven't seen it. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
On to the Would You Rathers.
Yes.
You came in here
Love it.
talking big game about how you guys do Would You Rathers at Elysian.
Love it.
Thought you'd be busy doing tattoos and stuff. But
And
no,
would you rather?
no, just Would You Rathers. Tattooing on the side. So know that. Who is it at the studio that loves doing them?
Cat.
Shout out to Kat.
Love you, Cat.
Yeah. I love you too, Kat.
She-
Not sure if I know Kat.
No, you should love her. Like, you can't do otherwise.
I might
But
know
she
of her, yeah.
comes out with real good would you rathers.
Is that where you stole one of yours from? Because you've got two, hey.
Yes, I was gonna mention one that she did.
Okay.
For us.
Which one's better?
What do you mean?
Your one or her one?
No, they're just different.
Okay. Because I've got one.
They're just different topics.
Okay.
I don't think there's like one better than the other one.
You do one, I'll do one, then you can finish with your one. Because mine isn't that exciting. It's more just one that's been stuck with me all week, and I've been asking everyone at the office about it. So I just want your opinion.
Okay.
But you go with yours first, and then we'll go back and forth.
Okay. Okay, so this is the one that Kat, my lovely friend, asked us, and is, would you rather bark or cry when you climax?
I've heard this one before. I don't think maybe Ellen told me on the console.
Yeah, that would have.
Yes, she
been-
did. I'm pretty
She would
sure.
have heard it from Kat.
I think hers was bark or meow, though.
No, so it's
But-
bark or cry.
Okay. What kind of bark? Like, what kind of dog are we barking like? Like, it's like a chihuahua?
Chihuahua.
Okay. Yep. And is it
And
like
cry like desperate, like
bawling your eyes out kind
yeah,
of crying?
cry.
Okay. And then with the bark, is it like one bark?
No,
Or is it-
multiple.
Like continuous barks? But it's not like one long bark. It's like continuous barks for the amount
like
of time that you're...
Multiples, yeah,
Oh,
like just
okay.
barking like, someone knocked on your door and the dog is fucking going crazy.
I'd probably go with that. Probably barking. I think so. It comes across more aggressive than crying does, and I'd rather be perceived as aggressive then in that situation anyway, rather be perceived as aggressive
It's
rather than
Chihuahua
emotional.
bark.
It's more aggressive than a cry is.
Yeah.
It's not aggressive, but it's more aggressive. And I'm not saying I want to be aggressive, but aggressive versus
Well,
emotional.
You can cry aggressively.
Not the way you just explained it. How aggressive is that? Yeah,
Yeah, fair enough. I'll choose bark as well.
fair enough. Nice.
Thing is that when you give these answers, like you gotta picture yourself doing it.
I did not even for a second, but I bark at people all the time. Not while climaxing, but I bark at people all the time.
Okay.
Something that me and my missus do. Like bad driver going past, just all the time. All the time. Yeah. Fair enough. That's a good one.
All right. Give me yours.
Good one, Kat. Nice work.
Go on, cat.
Come on the podcast and we can just do
I
a
told
whole...
her. I told her today.
She comes on the podcast. You can come on as well. Get Ellen here as well. Just do a whole hour of Would You Rathers.
Oh, fuck. That would be so
Do
good.
it. Kat, this is your invitation.
Let's do it.
Yeah. My Would You Rather, it's not that exciting, but I find it pretty interesting.
Okay.
Ask as many follow-ups as you want. Okay?
Okay.
Would you rather always be barefoot, wearing socks, or wearing shoes? Always. Showering, sleeping, everything. The rules are barefoot, obviously, just always. Can't put anything at the top. Socks, you can change them once per week. Shoes, no, twice per week. Barefoot, always. Socks, you can change them twice per week.
Yep.
Shoes, you can change them once per week. And if you wear shoes, you can wear socks underneath. You can wear barefoot underneath, doesn't matter, but you have to wear the shoe on top.
It's hard. So my first instinct would say barefoot, but now I'm thinking about different seasons and when it's cold and stuff.
Going to work and everything.
I'll go shoes.
Shoes.
Yeah.
So sleeping in shoes.
Yeah.
Dirty
I could
shoes.
not.
You've walked from outside into your bed.
I cannot do winter with bare feet.
For me, I'm going to be honest, shoes wasn't even a thought. It was always either barefoot or socks.
No, I just can't do even like socks. Like I'm just terrified of winter.
Terrified of
I'm
winter.
terrified. I hate it. I hate it with all my heart.
Well, we're almost at summer. You're almost.
I know,
almost
like
safe.
this is the best. I'm so happy, like lately, because I know summer's coming.
Mm.
I could not do winter walking outside, even with socks. Can't do it. Would be shoes. I'd rather have dirty shoes in my bed.
I mean, you can clean your shoes off, but like,
Yeah, I'll clean my shoes.
Yeah.
Whatever. I will not walk around in winter with bare feet or.
just think about how
my
dry
socks.
your feet would get though.
What do you mean dry?
Like and crusty and dirty.
In my shoes?
Yeah. 'Cause you can't take them off. This is what I mean. You got to consider this.
Well, you gotta like compromise. You know, you gotta like sacrifice something.
I mean, your feet aren't going to be nice if you're always barefoot either, but at least you can clean them.
Yeah, but like if they're in my shoes, no one can see them. How disgusting they are.
You can feel it. Start getting like fungus growing between your toes and stuff. Back to the foot thing, full circle, hey?
Honestly, I rather the fungus rather than like walking outside in winter with.
You would rather have
Socks.
fungus
You have no
between
idea,
your toes.
bro. Like you have no idea how much I suffer in winter. You have no idea. I suffer.
Would you rather have to walk outside? This is my new would you rather. Would you rather have to walk outside during winter barefoot or
Whoa.
or do your whole pregnancy thing all over again? You're like, oh, pregnancy, I'd rather do that with triplets.
Hang on. Like walking
Just walk outside one time.
one time,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
You sure? Think about it.
Yes. Yeah.
Easy one. And then your final would you rather?
Would you rather have your skin changing color every time you feel like a different emotion? Like, but really like obvious
Mm-hmm.
change of color.
Mm-hmm.
or have your skin covered in tattoos. So the tattoos, they come up on your skin every day and they show what you did the day before.
What do you mean by they show what you did the day
They
before?
picture what you did, everything that you did the day before.
Is it like an
is gonna show up on your skin the day after, like in tattoos.
Is it illustrations of what happened, or is it like is it like realism me doing the thing?
Like, yes.
Or is it like a gummy bear doing the thing that I did?
No, you doing the thing.
So it's like realism of me.
Realism, yeah, of you doing.
Okay, and then the color thing,
the
is that like the color matches the mood? So like if I'm angry, it's red. If I'm sad, it's
yeah, but
blue.
you go like really like and it'll be like
actual
really obvious. So, you know, even if you're like, I don't know, like talking to someone and you feel like a certain things that you want to hide,
like
it's gonna show.
Like,
It's
so
gonna
it's
show.
not like when people say like, oh, they've gone blue because they're choking. It's like you're actually like blue, like you look like a Smurf.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the thing is that so everything that you feel in the presence of someone else is gonna be super obvious. You're gonna be an open book at every time.
Do other people know what the colors represent?
Yes, of course. Yeah,
So
it has to.
everyone understands.
Yeah,
So
So-
it's not like I'm talking to someone and
and just turn green.
green and they're like, oh, why'd you turn green? They're,
No.
they're like, oh, I know why you turned green.
So yeah, so you gotta think that everyone knows what's going on, so you cannot get away with like anything ever.
I'd go the tattoos thing.
What do you mean?
Would you go the color thing?
I would go the color thing, man. Like you do not want to know what I'm up to every day.
But the thing is, if you do something embarrassing, just do a whole bunch of other stuff for the
Not
rest of the day.
necessarily like embarrassing, but it could be
But-
like, I don't know, private.
Yeah, of course. But if that happens, just do a bunch of other stuff during the day, and then there's going to be so much stuff that no one will think anything of it. It'll be hidden. See? Gotta think about these things. Think about it. Like, you wake up, you're walking to the shop, right? You trip over, face plant into a pile of dog shit. You don't want that on your body, but it's going to be on your body tomorrow.
Yes.
So what do? You go to the shop and you kick a baby. You steal a pumpkin. You run down the road and take your shirt off.
What about
all this stuff.
what about doing the private things with your fiance and then going to visit your mom the day after?
Wear a long sleeve. Actually, I actually don't care. It's fine.
But see, like that's so many like things like you shouldn't be allowed to wear like long because that's too easy.
So you
That's
can't
why, like I
cover them.
say,
You
like-
can't cover them. They go through your clothes.
Yeah, they have to show, otherwise
Okay.
there's no point.
Still, that's fine. That's fine. I'd rather that.
Really?
If it was like changing colours like a chameleon or something, I'd 100% choose that. Like camouflaging, that'd be sick. But just changing bright colours depending on your emotions.
I'll do that.
Because what colour is the emotion where you're not thinking or feeling anything, you're just kind of existing and realising that you're alive and you got the ADHD brain?
The dissociating.
Yeah. What colour is that? Is that just clear? I'm just see-through?
But that's the thing. I'll be that 24/7.
That's what I mean. I just be that all the time.
I'm that constantly.
I don't get angry. Like, someone comes up, they're like, oh, you fucking bitch. I'm just like,
No, see, I do
the
get
Roman
angry
Empire.
when I get. What's that thing like? Honestly, everyone's mentioning that. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Nothing. Apparently it's a thing where guys think about the Roman Empire.
Do they though? No.
Apparently. Sani asked me about it, which is the episode that just came out. And we talked about it a bit there. Because I didn't know that it was a thing. But she asked me about it. She was like, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? I was like, not that often. Maybe like a couple of times a week. She was like, couple of times a week? I was like, is that a lot? And she was like, yeah. I haven't thought about it since like school. And I was like, oh. But then they asked me like, what do you think about it? And I'm like, just in general? I don't know. I don't know how to explain what I think about exactly. So, yeah.
Did you really think about it twice a week? I just find it like really hard to believe.
I mean, not twice every week, but sometimes four.
In that, yeah.
Sometimes 4 times a week, sometimes not at all during the week. So it just comes up, you know. There's things to
Yeah,
think
okay.
about. So,
You know, you do you, hun.
yeah. You know a bit about the Roman Empire, hey? Being from Italia.
Yeah. We started in school.
Mm.
Yeah, but I don't think about it.
very off topic. This is the ADHD brain, but like, is Mario a bigger thing in Italy than it is over here?
What the game?
Yeah. Or is it about the same?
Yeah.
Just thinking that they're Italian plumbers. So.
It's not. Yeah. It's just. Yeah. I don't know. Like
Are,
here,
are you into Mario at all?
I'm not into video games at all.
I was going to tell you a Mario joke, but it's okay.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't get it.
Yeah, that's okay. Oh well, what can you do? I'll let you go anyway, but thank you for being on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime, we'll get Ellen here, we'll get Kat here, we'll do a whole Would You Rather.
We do that. Oh, that'll be so much
Please
fun.
let us know if you would like to see that, and we will make it happen.
Oh, that'll be so good.
I'd be so down.
I fucking love this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
This was so much fun.
It is fun, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very fun meeting people as
That
well.
went quick as well.
Yeah, sorry.
Ah.
What can you do? Things happen. Where can people find you on social media? What can they look for?
Pepe underscore. Is that how you call it? The
Yeah.
little thingy. Pepe underscore geometry.
On Instagram?
Yes.
Yes. Find it there. I'll tag you anyway.
Thank you.
Please be sure to go like and follow her. Book in for any cool tatties because she's a master.
Thank you.
And yeah, please be sure to like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff to the page. Share the show.
I'll be sharing the shit out of it.
Thank you so much. Love you guys at Elysian. You're doing a great job at helping me.
Thank you.
But yes, got lots of people waiting to get on the show, which is fantastic. I very much appreciate it. A lot of people endorsing the show. It's fantastic. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, the more we get behind it, the more episodes we can make, which is fun. But yes, like, subscribe, follow, share, all that.
Spread the word.
That's it. Ciao.
Ciao.